Hello sports designers, this is Zen from Sports Templates. Now I'm back with a brand new sports motion pack that I have been working on for some time. Well, this pack got a fresh layout, some really slick transitions, and an updated style that I think you're gonna love. This project includes 5 different slides: the winner slide, the versus slide, the halftime score update, the schedule slide, and also we have the final score slide. In the final score slide, you have the option to choose 4 different types of sports in the background graphics. You could choose soccer, you could choose American football, you could choose basketball, and you could also choose hockey. Also, I have a styling for the logo, so whenever you place your logo, you could choose between the outline style or to use the original colors of your own logo. Each one of those template comes in 3 sizes: the HD, the post, and the story. No matter what platform you are creating for, you are covered. Let me show you how it all works. So the first thing you're gonna see when you unpack the file, you're gonna see those files: the win slide, the versus slide, the halftime, the schedule, and the final score. But before you start working and editing in any of them, you have to go on the readme file, and on the readme file you could find the links for the fonts that I have used in the template, and also the music that I have used in the background in case you like it and you want to use it. So let's jump on editing and start right now. So now we're gonna start editing the halftime slide. So here we have the intro. It says halftime, and there is foam fingers in the background. So now I'm gonna do is unfold intro controls. Let's start one by one, because here we have the intro, then the transition, and then the main slide. So let's start with the intro controls. This is the base background color, which is the yellow background, but we're gonna get to this, but first I'm gonna start one by one. So here we have the foam fingers color, which are this layer, it's a light, so you are controlling a light color, so try to avoid any dark colors so it shows. I'm gonna change the background color to something more dark, so the foam fingers will appear more. Okay, so now we change the base background color to this dark gray, and I'm gonna change the foam to maybe a very light red, like this. Maybe let's make it like orange or yellow. Okay, something like this maybe. Okay. And now we have the halftime transition text, which is this text, and here we can control the scale of it, but I'm gonna change halftime to score update. Score update. I'm gonna change the color of it to white, maybe like a little bit like this, and we see it got out of the border. So here we have the halftime transition text scale. I could just scale it down like this. If I want even more control, I could just click on an empty space next to the text, and here we go to the composition of the text. I'm just gonna click here, unfold it like this. I'm gonna choose this, I'm gonna click on this icon to show me the background. So as you could see, it's out of the border. All I have to do is press S, choose the layer, press S, and then scale it down like this, so it goes all inside of the box. And I could exit this. So now it fits in the intro. So it says score update. I am happy with the color. I also have the option to change the side graphics color. I'm just gonna make the side graphics color the same as the foam finger, or maybe I could make it something like this. Okay, so now I have changed the intro controls. I changed everything in the intro. I could fold it down. Now I'm gonna move to the transition slide here, like the transition scene. I'm gonna unfold transition text control, and here I have halftime score. What did I write here? Score update. I'm just gonna change it to score update. So here I'm gonna say update, and here it already says score. I'm gonna change this just for the sake of change to yellow, and the score background score text, which is update, I'm gonna change this to white. Okay, and here the background is connected to the main scene control. So if I unfold main scene and then I go to background controls, I can change the background here, the background color here. So I'm just gonna leave it, and just to show you that this one is connected with this one. So now I'm gonna start editing the main scene. Let's start with the background. I want to change the background to maybe a dark orange. Okay, something like this. That looks good. And first thing, I have left team background logo control, which is this one. So it's also a light layer. So if you want to change the colors of it, have to be kind of light, so the effect of the light will work. I'm just gonna make this maybe light blue from the color of the lion, but I'm gonna change the lion anyway. I'm just showing you like how this effect works. It works better on dark backgrounds, so if I make this a little bit darker like this, it could work, but maybe colors like this, it works better. So I'm gonna stick with this light theme. I'm gonna make it maybe like this. Okay, right theme background logo color the same. Maybe I will make this green. Here I have background text color, which is this big text. It says halftime. I have also the color. I could change the color of it. It's not very obvious, but it's just add an element to the design. Also could change the text to new text. Say try it here, and it moves like this. So I'm just gonna bring it back to halftime. And whenever those colors don't work, like they are stuck, you have to just fold it and unfold it again, because I changed this to white and it says red here. So this is an error from After Effects. It's just this whole Essential Graphics thing is kind of new to the application. So this is why it still have some glitches here and there. Anyway, we have edited everything in the background controls of the main scene. We're gonna unfold it. I'm gonna go to logo control. So here, before I'm gonna start with the logo control, I'm just gonna replace the logos here real quick. I'm gonna go to left team control. I already have logos here, but you could always double click here and import your logo. So for the sake of the tutorial, I already had a logo here. I just unhide the lion with this button and shown the bear one. I'm gonna exit left team logo comp, go to right team logo comp. I'm gonna hide the alligator logo, and I'm gonna show the balls logo. I'm gonna go to the HD where I was editing. So maybe if I go back to background controls, I could change the bold, this kind of logo outline here to something that goes more with the bold's logo, like this. I think now it matches better. Logo controls, okay. Here we have a very important options. Before I explain those logo, we have the two color logo options. Now it's off. If I turn it on and I turn full color logo option, turn it off, I have this kind of situation here. And here I can change the background color of the outline. Like I could make it blue or whatever color I want. But in order for these options to work, you have to turn off full color logo options to make sure it's off. Now it's on, and then you turn on two color logo option. And here you can choose the two colors. I think it got stuck here, yes. So I'm just to explain that. So let's stick with the two color logo option. And I'm just gonna keep the colors the same because I think they fit, like the red with the bull here and the yellow with the bear. And I could always, as I told you, could turn it off and show the real colors. So let's keep it like this. Now here we have the logo revealer color, which are those colors when the logo is revealed. You would also change you have the option to change them. Let's make them like black, red, something like this, and leave the third one as yellow. I think those will fit with the logo colors, but I also left this ability so you could have even more control on editing the file. So we are done, I think, with the logo controls. And now we go to the main controls, which is mostly the text. So here the first one is we have main text color, which is the whole text inside of the circle, aside from that moving one. So we can move it like this, change it like this. Half, this is the upper text. It's just straight text. Here you could change the scale of it. If it's a bigger word, you could scale it down. Bottom text time. I'm just gonna write ball maybe for the sake of change. Text ball. Okay. Also here you have the scale of it. You could change it. If it doesn't work like this, just close and open again and try. It will work. So as I told you, because this feature is kind of new, so it's still glitchy from time to time. Here we have the score, so let's change it to I don't know, 33. And if you want to write like even a bigger number, let's say 100, and it starts to get out of border, all you have to do is click next to this scale, double click like here in empty space, and here you have the composition of the whole text. So for example, I want to show this, I could just press S on it, scale it down like this till the whole text is showing, you know. I could do the same thing to this text. Let's say we wrote also something with 3 numbers and it's out, so I could also choose it, press S and scale it down like this, and could use also the arrows to move it up or down, but I would rather not. I would just stick with editing the scale because the text is already aligned in a way that if you just scale it down, it will look good. Okay, when we are done, we could just exit this composition. We go back, see here, we edited everything the way we want. Okay, left team score, we edited. text around the circle. This is the text. Now it says North Carolina Sports Arena. So if you want to order this text in a more freedom, because here you have to like scale it up and see, you could always double click here. We go back to the same composition, and here is you have to write a sentence but repeat it, like copy paste it a few times. So let's try this. Sports templates arena. So you see now it takes it and spread it all over. What we have to do is just make maybe a space or a couple of spaces. We choose our text, we Control C to copy it, and then Control V to paste it. Double space, paste it again, double space, paste it again. You see, and we press in some empty space, and now we have edited Sports Templates Arena, Sports Templates Arena, and it will start rotating. So this text you have to copy paste it a few times, so it will fill the whole circle. We get out now from the halftime header. We go back to HD, and we see we have changed it, Sports Templates Arena. We also have the option to change this text color. So I'm just gonna make it white and fit up to 100. Let's make a quick preview to see the changes we have made. Okay, we changed the intro colors, the transition, and the main. And I think we are done with the halftime slide. And now we're gonna be editing the versus slide. It's just very fun to edit. So as usual, we go to the intro first. Okay, so as you could see here, I have bulls versus dragons. I'm gonna change the bulls to something else. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to replace your logo, left team logo. I have here the bull, the Viking bull. I'm just gonna replace it with the lions. Okay, exit. It already changed. So I'm gonna base these colors on the lions. So I'm gonna go back to intro, and we can start editing here from the intro. So unfold intro controls. Background color, I'm just gonna make it maybe a little bit lighter. Maybe let's try with the dark red, something like this, very dark red. Okay, I think I'm gonna make it even darker so the lights of the foam fingers could show. Okay, and here we have the text. Game day, I'm just gonna change it to match. It's a little bit bigger, so I'm just gonna edit the scale of it a little bit. If you want more detailed control of the text, all you have to do is click on an empty space next to the text or next to the scale. Press this icon to make it non-transparent background, and you could grab the layer here, press S, and just move it the way you want, like this. Make it as close as you could to the border, and you could always check how it looks like here. So match day, we already changed it. Okay, played with the scale. I'm just gonna exit this comp, and game day text color, this is the main. Here I could change the color. Let's make it maybe an orange, like this. Okay, and left team logo color intro, which is this logo. I'm gonna change it because of the lines, they are yellow. I'm gonna make it like yellow, like this, match with them. I'm gonna keep the dragon at blue because I'm not changing the dragon. Okay, so we have changed the intro right now, and now let's change the colors of the background. Right, I'm just gonna go here and explain what's the changes. We go to main scene controls, and the first thing we see is the versus text color, which is this text in the center. Let's change it for the sake of change, make it yellow like this. We could also change the background of it, make it a little bit lighter like this maybe. Just gonna keep it dark so we don't ruin the design. But here you have the option to change it. And now here's the right team controls. Because we are editing the lines, I'm gonna go to the left team controls. I'm gonna change it from Phoenix balls to maybe main lions. Okay, it changed. Close it and unfold it. Here we have the option to change the main text. I'm gonna make it dark for the sake of change. And here we have the left team background text, which is this text. I'm gonna make it main lions, so main MLI. Okay. And here also I could change the color of it. So to make contrast, I'm gonna make it like white. And here we have a very important option, which is to change the whole with the intro, with the transition, which is the left team background color. So because we are choosing the lion, I'm gonna make it like color from the lion, like this color maybe, right? And if we close down and we go and we render from the beginning, you could see that here we change the intro, and then everything about the lion with the color, with the transition has been changed all across the template. Voila, it all changed with just few clicks. So this is how you edit the versus slide. It also loops out again, and all the edits are applied to all the template at the same time. So now we're gonna be editing the schedule slide. Okay, I am on the HD composition again. This is I'm gonna start with the intro. So I'm gonna unfold intro controls. I'm gonna change this intro background color to maybe dark green, something like this. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna change intro text colors to white. I'm gonna change a schedule to, I don't know, program maybe. Program, just for the sake of change. I'm gonna change the foam fingers, which are those, into a brighter, like maybe bright yellow, to go on the green, like this. I'm gonna change the site graphics color, which is those two small boxes. Maybe to red. Okay, or maybe even to make them like this, like yellow. So now we have changed the intro. Okay, unfold it. I'm gonna move to the transition. This is the transition slide. I'm gonna change October to July. Change this text, July text, which is the transition main text color. I'm gonna make it maybe this color, like yellow. And October in the background, this is the transition background text. I'm just gonna, the first 3 letters of July, or whatever text you want. And I'm gonna make it maybe white. here you have the transition background text opacity, so I could make it like very obvious, or I could just make it like this. It really depends on your taste. The background color from here would be changed from here, from the main scene and the main background color, because it's connected with the main scene. So I'm just gonna move to the main scene here, and here we have the main foam fingers color in the background. First, I think I'm gonna change the background to something darker, like this. Okay, and I'm gonna change this whole yellow element to something green. So first I'm gonna start with the main foam fingers. I'm gonna choose always for the foam fingers, because it's a light layer, try to choose a light version of the color you want, so it will activate, you will see it. And here we have the header main text, October. I'm just gonna change this to July, and I'm gonna make it dark green like this, maybe a little bit lighter. Okay, and the header background text, I'm gonna change it to program, and I'm gonna leave it white. Here we can change the opacity of it, change it like this a little bit. So we change the main background. Now we go to the logo controls, and here we could change the home and away colors. So if we just move a little bit here we have the home and away. The home color button color takes us to the home themes. So I'm just gonna make this to go with the whole theme. I'm just gonna change it to this green, so change everything. And the away theme, maybe we'll make it like light gray too. So we have changed the home and away colors. We can even change the home and away text here, so we could make it black, like those text. So I give you all the options to change. And now we have the options to either use the effect of the outline logos, which is automatically generated. We could turn it off, and we could use the real logo colors if you want. So that's your option, and the colors will always change. We also here have the dates text color, which is under each logo. We could make it another color, like we could also make it like this green, right? But I think I'm gonna just leave it at white because it's better to read. Okay, so let's think about which theme you want them to be, home or away, right? But before that, there is the logo revealers color, which is those layers that show here when they show the logo. You would always change the color of them. Maybe I will make one green like this, maybe this one, I don't know, maybe a darker green like this, and the last one I would just make it yellow. So you see, you have these colors, and they applied for the both. So this is the logo revealers. We already changed them, and now we have those logo controls. So let's say that with the first logo we want it to be home or away. So here it's off, so if we turn it on, it becomes away. So off is home and away is on. So we also have the option to change the date. So we have here July program. So let's say July 4th, it changed. So also for the same, let's make the second date as home, and let's make it July 10. Okay, so now we have changed the whole project. The edits as usual applies to all the sizes at the same time. So July, and I think now we are done with the schedule slide. It's very easy to edit. You have a lot of options. You could just play around with the colors and the text and just make your own design. So now we're gonna be editing the final score slide. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna change one of those themes, info and logo. But first I'm gonna show you the intro. So here we have final score intro. Let's go to the essential graphics, unfold the intro controls, and then the first thing we see is transition text, which is the middle text. So I'm just gonna write a new text. It changed. Here we can change the scale of the text. You can play with it. If you want more detailed control, we can double click here, here on the side next to the number, and then we will be on the composition of the text. So here we have even more control on the text scale and how it looks. You can press this icon to change the background. This makes it transparent. This just makes it black. If you press on the text and press S, scale controls will show up. So here we can change the way we want. Like make sure it doesn't go out of the box borders, so it will still fit the design. So let's say that you are happy with this scale. You exit the composition, and then we go back. It's just edit everywhere on the intro. Okay, now we have the transition text color. So maybe let's change that to some kind of orange. That looks nice. We have here the base background color, which is the loop background that the file is based on. So because here we have foam fingers, like if you see, and those foam fingers are a light layer, so they have a light effect. So make sure if you want to show the foam fingers, make sure that you choose some kind of a dark background. So I'm just gonna change it a little bit just for the sake of change, and then I'm gonna change the color of the foam fingers to maybe white, because it's good for a light. So you see it here, it's more obvious. So now I am done with the intro controls, and if I move the figure a little bit in the front, now we have this scene here. It's called the transition. It just transitioned from the intro to the main. So here we can unfold the transition controls, transition text main, which is this in the middle. We can just maybe, I don't know, write goals or points, maybe points. Maybe we change it to white. Let's make it a little bit off like this. Now we have the transition background text, which is this text in the background. We can change it to score maybe. And if you want to edit this size of this scale, all you have to do is just press here next to the box where you write the scale. And here you have even more control to just adjust the scale of the text. All you have to do is click on the score, press S to bring the scale, and you can just scale it down like this. When you are done, you just exit the composition. We go back to where we're editing. Okay, so we changed, we wrote points score. So if you want to change the background text color, you have to change this box. Let's make it maybe some kind of yellow, because yellow goes good on blue. Okay, that looks nice. And also at the end here we have the transition. Sorry, I forgot about this. Transition background text color opacity. So if we just go like this, here it says opacity. So it's the opacity of the background text color. We can just change it like this. Make it 100 if you want. I would prefer it some like something around 60, because it doesn't drive so much attention from the main text. Here we have the transition background color, so we can make it a little bit darker. I don't know, can change it to something entirely different like this. This looks good. Okay, we are done now with the transition. We changed the transition point here in the scene. So we unfold it, and then let's just press 0 to render a little bit and see what we changed. Okay, we have done the changes on the intro. We have done the changes on the transition, and now we're arriving to the main. Okay, my plan is to change main cats to another team. So here we go on the main. I will unfold main scene controls. Let's unfold main, and here we have controls of the let's go one by one. The first one is the top text, which is the final score here. So let's change it to score points, as we said in the transition. Score points. Here we have the top text color A, which is the background of it. So maybe let's just put them in reverse. Let's make this white, and let's just make the text dark gray, something like this. Score points. Okay, so this is top text, and we are already edited them. This is the RT is for right team background color, which is this one. I'm just gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna edit the left team background color, but first I want to change the logo so I know what I will be working with, so I can get the colors from it. So let's go to replace your logos here, and let's go to left team logo comp. Double click, so we are already in it. Here I have other logos. If you want to import your own logo, all you have to do is just click on empty space here and go to your files. But here I already imported other logos, so I'm just gonna choose this first logo, hide it, and then I'm gonna just use another logo from here, maybe the alligator logo, or yeah, let's use the alligator logo. Just gonna scale it up like this, and because the template is the logo should be facing that way, I'll just make very quick trick. I'll go to transform, and I will just press flip horizontal. It's like this. Let's go here and see how the other logo is positioned like this. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. Press on scale and maybe make it like this. Okay, let's go back and see. So it looks like this. If I want to edit it, I could always go back to the left team logo comp and just push it a little bit like this, maybe scale it up or down the way I want. Okay, let's exit this. Well, maybe I will still in it so I can get the colors, but let's take a look like this. Okay, so I want to change the background color to the color of the alligator. So I will just choose left team background color, maybe choose this color. Let's go back to here. Okay, and what about this color, right? So but first, before I go to those colors of the logos, I'm just gonna explain about the rest of the main controls. So we changed the color of the left team background. Now we have right team and left team names and city text, which is those text, right? And this is the color of them. So maybe I will change this to black, something like this, or maybe something more bright. I feel like the scene could take like a color like this, maybe. Okay, it's not bad. So now we have score text color, which is the color of the score text, and maybe I will change it a little bit like this. So you can see there's a texture in the front on top of it. It also appears on dark colors. Okay, here we have the left team city name, Maine. I'm just gonna write maybe, I don't know, New York, or maybe Florida because of the alligators. Florida Gators. I'm gonna change the score 91, but we also have here Florida Dragons, so I'm gonna change that to New York Dragons. Okay, maybe I don't like the yellow so much. I will make it just white. Yeah. I think we are done with the main. So we're gonna now unfold logo controls. So here we have this very important options. It's called logos full color. So as you see, when we place the logos, there's already this kind of outline effect that automatically applies to it. But maybe you don't like that effect. So you could always change this to logo full on, off to on, and now you will have the real colors of the logo. But let's say that you want to go with the outline options. You can go turn it off, and then here you can choose the colors of the outline, right? So let's change the left team colors. So here I have the background of the alligators. Maybe I want to make it orange like this. And also I could change the other outline color of it, so like this. So here you have the total freedom to choose the outline colors, and if you don't like it, you could just always turn it off and use the normal colors of the logo. Sorry, I have birds, but I hope they will not make much noise. So let's carry on with the logo controls. I'm just gonna turn on the outline and leave it like this. Here we have logo revealers colors. So if we turn off, I think it's for both, like when you are when the logo transition to the scene, there is those it's a very detailed thing. So there is those boxes that transition the logo into the scene, and in logo revealer colors you could choose those colors of the revealers. So we could make them like, the first one is black, and the second one red or pink, and the third one could be, I don't know, white, right? So here we have different logo revealers. So if we go here and we turn it off, those logo revealers, they take the effect of the colors that applied on the outline. So it kind of works more when you choose this option as off. But I left this just for extra control of the template. Okay, let's turn it off, sorry. And the last thing we have is background graphics. So in the background graphics, I have added 4 options for the what kind of field is used for this score points slide, like the score update. And I have here basketball background. Let me show you one by one. So basketball, you could choose the basketball in the background. You could choose the soccer background. You could use the hockey background. You could use the American football background. And also you have the option to change the color of those graphics in the background. Make it maybe darker, and even the opacity of it, you could add it like this. Do whatever color you want, whatever combination that goes with your taste or your team colors. It's really, you have all the options to edit the way you want. And of course, every update that you make, it's automatically applied to all the other layers. That was editing the final score. Let's move to another one. So now we're gonna be editing the win slide. So when you open this template, you could see that it was designed to fit the Puma's team, Puma's win. And then we go here to the final scene. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this Puma to another team. So the first thing we have to do after we open the template, here we have the main comps, which is the HD, the square, and the story. You could double click on any of them and then it will open up. Okay, so I'm gonna change this Puma to another logo and change all the colors with it. So I'm gonna go to replace your logo here. We're gonna double click on first logo, and I'm just gonna hide Puma and maybe use the gorilla, or maybe use the Viking. So I choose the Viking, and if you wanna import your own logo, you just click on an empty space here. You choose your logo PNG file and then you import it and then you place it in this comp. So I'm just gonna do it like right quick for you. I'm gonna import this alligator here, put it here on top, press S, scale it up or down. I'm just gonna hide the logo behind it, and that's how it's done. But for now I'm just gonna keep editing with the bull logo. So okay, we changed the bull, and the first thing I'm gonna start editing is the main background color B and the main background color A. So I'm gonna get colors inspired by the logo. So the highlight, it would be this orange, and the dark color would be something from the helmet like this. Okay, and that affects all the colors that are used in this template. But now we're gonna go into deeper edits. So we have done the biggest step now, and now we're gonna go back to the intro. So intro controls, intro background color, this is the color where the looper where the video loops again. So maybe I'm gonna choose something like a dark blue for the sake of change. Okay, and then if we move frame by frame, here we see this color. This text is connected to the background text. It says winner, but you could also have also the option to change its color. So I'm just gonna make it maybe black. So this one is just to add an effect with the transition. You could not even read it, but I felt like It's a really an artistic touch to it. So we change the intro background, which is this one color, and we change this opening text color already. Okay, move a little bit further. So now we have pumas. And just to tell you something, this text in the intro is connected to the main background color B. So if you want to change it, you could do like this, but I'm just telling you where to change it. Now let's change this text. So if you notice here, it says pumas and then it says win. Pumas win here, sorry, here puma win, and those puma and win text are connected to the same color switch. So they are actually two layers behind in the front and behind each other. So we could change the first one to make it like red, like this, and also the one on the bottom we could make it a very dark orange, like this, right? And here you could change the text. So pumas, we change it to bulls, and also the side graphics change with it. And if it's too big or too small, you could also edit the scale from here. So if you have a very long name, you could just scale it down, you know, but let's bring it back to like this. Okay, and we will move a little bit and change the win. So we could also change the text color here, but it's connected for both of them. So you choose what fits the background more. And when, let's make it just text. Make sure that all the things work. So, and we also could change the size of it. Okay, so now we are done with this initial text, and now we go to first we have the first logo color, which is, I think we already changed it here. So we changed the logo and the background. This is the outline of it, and we could make it any color we want, but because it's a light color, so we have to stick with something light, like a light version. Try to avoid black because it will not work, because it's a light effect. So we could make it like a very light red, you know, a very light maybe yellow, like this. No, sorry, change the wrong, something like this. Okay, just fold it and unfold it to refresh the colors. So now we have changed all of this. Now we have here the second logo color. This second logo color, it refers to here in the second part of transition. It's this color in the background. So we could make it, I don't know, black if we want. Okay. And here we have intro background text color B, which is this one. I gave you also the option to edit this one. So it's not connected, it's kind of separate. So we could make it like white, or we could even make it the same color as the background, so it goes with it. But I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. So we also have the option to change the foam fingers light color, which is this one in the background. Maybe we can make it like this, red, but even like a lighter red like this, so we could see it more. Okay. And after this we would have edited everything in the intro. And now we go to the main scene. So we unfold the intro controls, we go to main scene controls, and then FS, it just refers to final scene. So FS team name text control, which is this one, we could make it like this. Okay, and we change pumas to bulls. This is final C secondary text control, which is win, and we're gonna make it white, and we're just gonna make it maybe winner, just for the sake of change, right? Okay, fold, unfold. Background text scale. So now we have changed bulls, we have changed the secondary color, we have changed their colors, and now we have background text scale, which is this one. It goes from the beginning till the end, and this is the scale of it, and this is the text. So we can change it to fighter. So it changed. So you could also change the scale of it, and to be more specific, you can just click next to the scale and just choose this layer, press S, you bring the scale, and you could change it the way you want, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. Make sure that it has kind of a balanced free space from the edges, so it will look good in the design. So let's go back. We were I think editing on this, yeah, fighter, and here also you could play with the scale as I showed you from here or from inside, but from inside the comp here you have more accurate results. Anyway, I gave you two options to change, and now you could change the background text opacity. So we could make it like very obvious like this, or we could make it like very light, you know. And we could also change the final background logo, a light logo, which is, if you notice, there is a logo like the same logo here. There's a version of it in the outline in the background. So let's just give ourselves more space. So it's this color, this logo, and here you could change it to something else. Make it red, make it, because it's a light color, you have also to make it light, you know. Also, you have to pay attention to the background, but I thought I would give you also the control to change it, because it gives another dimension of detail. So here the opacity of the text, and we are all set. We changed this from pumas to bulls in like a few minutes. And now if you wanna render any of those videos, all you have to do is just choose the size that you want to render. As I told you before, on the main comps, if any of those close down on the main comps, just double click, it opens from the beginning. And let's see that you wanna render the square version. All you have to do is choose the square, and then go to composition and add to Adobe Media Encoder Q. You press on it, we wait a bit till it opens and load. So after it loads in, just make sure that you choose, for a good quality of rendering video, choose those same settings. We go here and we make sure that we choose H.264 format, match source high bitrate. We exit this, make sure, and then here you choose the output file where you want your file to be rendered out, and then all you have to do is to press this start queue to start the rendering process. I really hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Keep an eye on Sports Templates for new motion graphics and animated and Photoshop mockups. Thanks again. That was Zen. Take care.